Oh, we're live.
Three, three, three.
Oh yeah.
There we are.
Hey.
Hey, there everybody is. How's
Good
everybody
evening,
doing?
gentlemen.
Joe, what's happening? What's up, Ed?
I'm
We
doing well.
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is everything over there, Ed?
Do you like scary movies?
No, well, first off, one thing, Joe. One thing. First of all, to everybody out there, we apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties. We had to figure out. No worries. No big deal.
We might have more.
You never
You never
know.
know.
You never know. And Joe, we were I don't know if you saw it. If you heard it during the like lead up to this, we were trying to get your attention. We're like, unmute, unmute.
No,
So
I couldn't see you.
I know you're looking down, and me and Ed are laughing. We're sitting there looking. We're like, unmute your phone because we're about to hit the play. So we'll have to go
I
back
thought you
and
said the mute.
yeah. And then I sent a message. I was like, all right, everybody unmute now. And then I was sitting there
Okay.
waiting, and we're like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
unmute.
was interesting because I couldn't see you guys at all during that part, so I was waiting for
That's right.
the cue to see you guys.
So you can't even see underneath the little thing.
Right.
It was I could only see me.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You don't have that set. I
So,
gotta add you to the thing. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
So,
Excellent.
no worries. We're
No
here. It's
worries.
time.
It's good
I'm
time.
excited.
Just a couple of guys sitting around chewing gum.
Yeah. That's what January is all about. So,
We are here talking Scream.
yeah.
Right?
I've heard. I saw somewhere someone said Scream is the Scooby Doo of horror movies.
Mm,
You know, that's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah, and if you check us out on RedRiverHorror.com or the Red River Horror Podcast, you'll know that me and Eddie both agreed that we absolutely love this franchise. So,
Yep.
Ed, you want to say anything to that because I'll say
No,
something.
I'm excited to get started. Where we starting on the old film here? I think people want to watch a movie on a Wednesday night, right?
hell yeah, brother.
You would hope so, right?
Yeah.
That's it's on Peacock. If not, if you have it on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. My DVD just starts, so
all right, I'm gonna start at 0000.
0000.
Okay, you give me a 3, 2, 1, Joe.
3, 2, 1, play. So we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, then have to say play. So
Okay.
3, 2, 1, play. I'm at all right. 02, 03, 04, 05.
Dimensions on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of the best intros to all of horror movies.
Yeah,
Not the dimension, the actual first scene, right?
Yeah. Now, I was gonna say before we started with this,
Yeah.
I like Scream a lot.
Hmm.
I like the first one. I enjoy all of them, to be honest with you. When it comes to like as much, I feel like a lot of people like it more than I do. I kind of watch them more as like whodunits than horror movie. It's like a horror whodunit. They're fun, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I like them as much as everybody else.
What is going on right now?
What's happening? What the hell is happening?
I'm just.
What the hell is going on?
Did you fart?
You want to communicate? What's going on over there?
Yeah, she just dropped the Jiffy Pop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's great? Isn't Drew Barrymore's on the cover like of the original poster?
Yeah.
And this is it. Like,
and so is Skeet Ulrich with a goatee, which he does not have in the movie.
That's a fun fact. I wasn't even thinking of. Wouldn't even think about that.
It's completely misleading. Completely misleading. I remember seeing that that front cover and just being, I was like, well, where's that guy at with who looks like Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
But then I realized, oh yeah, it's just Johnny Depp without the. Okay. I'm getting some feedback. Are you guys watching it without headphones, or like you?
I am.
Okay.
Let me mute.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm still getting it.
You're good. All right, you're good.
It's funny how like flirtatious she gets with like just this creep on the phone.
Yeah.
Because like I think it's just to set up like Siri reaction there is like, you know, she's just too comfortable.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. During this little stream broadcasting, I might have to change my camera.
Okay.
I keep on getting this lag with this one camera. I may have to switch, so don't be surprised.
It's all good, Joe.
What you were saying about Drew Barrymore, though, it's very similar to the not opening, but the sort of misleading direction in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You know, with the blonde, what's her name? I forget her name, but yeah, there's actually so many things in Nightmare on Elm Street in this movie. It's insane. You know what I'm talking about? No.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I just love that line. It's just like, hey, listen to me, you little bitch. I'll cut you.
Yeah.
So.
Ed, I think you're muted, dude.
He is.
Oh, okay. Because he's only going to say something when he. Okay.
I just didn't know if it was me causing a feedback, so I muted there. See if it went away.
I think you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
No. It wasn't feedback. It was like it was just. I think two were playing at once, but I think it ended up just being like.
When he says Blondie, I thought he said, "Want to play a game, Bloody?" Only recently it's like, oh, Blondie, because he can see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to play a game, Bloody.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What game is that?
I don't know.
A bloody one.
I don't know if I want to know.
All right. Sit tight. I'm switching my camera.
Okay, we're here.
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
We're gonna.
It's just, you know, it's kind of wild, like watching this and how much cell phones are just something used nonstop every day, and how this is the first movie to really integrate cell phones, right? I mean, what else has ever done this with like a guy running around on his cell phone, getting in someone's head?
Yeah, I remember. If you look at Wes Craven, loves like the use of phones in movies. You know, actually a lot of guys do. Black Christmas, Carpenter, Halloween.
Yeah, there's no.
So that's a clue.
I'm talking about the cell phone where he can literally, like, he's watching her moving around the house.
Yeah, but you're right. That's a good point. Before it was like, so he has to sit there and walk around with a ginormous brick in his in his pocket.
Uh-oh. Why would she open the door? Don't do that.
Poor Steve.
What's really impressive is how, like, he wasn't there, and how they moved him into position so quick.
What? Yeah, but he wasn't there at all?
Yeah, she looks out there before, and then she goes to the front door, and then that's when they move him back there.
And there's only supposed to be and there's only supposed to be one of them, right? Because
you don't know that.
Well, they say that he was. I think Stu says he's with what's her face, his girlfriend.
Isn't there a YouTuber, Joe D, that figures out like who killed who and like does videos about it, like who killed who in Scream?
Probably.
It sounds like something that would happen.
I'm sure we all know there's a YouTuber for everything. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Stu later on says he was with his girlfriend. What's her face? Kate.
Oh,
whatever her name is.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tatum.
I said
yes.
Tatum. I was thinking Channing Tatum.
Not Channing Tatum.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of. There we go. That's it.
Wait. Learn this bit of trivia for the first time right here in Scream.
What?
Really? I saw this before I saw the original Friday the 13th.
Wow.
You probably saw this when you're like 11 or 12.
Oh, my neck. Jesus.
No way.
I wonder if anybody's no, one person? Yeah.
Oh, now notice here's the phantom gutting. No one can see.
I like the eye roll, like, yeah. Oh,
classic, I'm dead.
That's nasty.
But you can't see him. But he's there.
He moves like a ghost.
So there's a theory online that when Ghostface is in costume, in the robe and the mask, that he is like a Michael Myers or a Jason, is where like you can shoot him and do whatever you want to him, but that's something online.
Who came up with that?
Well, if Skeet Ulrich is in Scream 5, then it's true.
I just want Matthew Lillard to be in Scream 5. That's
the rumored name, right?
That
he survives.
Well, he was supposed to be in Scream 3, right?
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah, but Columbine happened, and they had to rewrite the entire script.
That's right. I couldn't remember, Joe. Thank you for saying that, because I was just like, I heard they toned down Scream 3 for 9/11. I'm like, wait a minute. Scream 3 was released in 2000, so that was not it. It was Columbine that they had to tone it down for.
Yep.
Like the kills in Scream 3 aren't even as vicious because of that.
The whole storyline was completely, like, I think the storyline was supposed to be like that. There was like a whole cult it was like following Stu, and it turns out you think it's like one killer. It turns out like in the last scene, it was supposed to be like almost like prom night or something like that. It's supposed to be like pretty much everybody, like the whole all the people you thought were dead, all the kids you thought were dead weren't dead. They were all in on it to like take out the OG crew, because they were all like cult, like members of like Stu's cult. Yeah, it was
okay,
wild.
Kind of better to not have that.
Yeah,
And
Well,
Kevin Williamson didn't write the third one.
Stu's kind
Right.
of a goof.
Yeah, but I guess if you do something like that, you know, I don't. I mean, you know,
Not really much of a cult leader, though.
no. Yeah, my idea was I would love to kind of do this. I would bring back Stu as something that I don't know why. By the way, I don't know why we're double posting in the comments. By the way, I don't know what to figure that out another time.
Are you seeing any comments? I haven't seen. Hi, everybody.
I commented who's watching, but it kind of double commented as both. I don't know why, but don't worry about it. But the thing,
Joe, that we know who's the real brains behind the streaming operation. I don't mind if who's watching's coming up as Red River, different take. I like it.
Yeah. All right.
It's all good.
But my thing was though, I wanted this. I want to do this. I wanted to bring back Matthew Lillard as essentially that he was in jail. And the reason why you haven't heard about it he survived. He got some scars on him. He's cut up a little bit, whatever. But nothing major. But essentially he survived, but he's just been in jail. And Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, why you haven't heard of him, because he was never coming out. So that story was done. So Billy was dead and Stu was still alive. And I would honestly like the storyline where Stu is. This scene was time out for this scene.
Yeah.
This is actually really, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is sad.
She was so close, but her throat got all busted up, couldn't shout.
It's messed up. It's so messed up. How would you do that? I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. After this scene, though, we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah, it's so
Justin, what's up, man? What's up? Sorry, Justin from the Sun Pod. That we talked. I was on his podcast twice. He's a good dude.
Cool. What's up, everybody?
And Mr. Mr. Kayaz is there. He's hanging out.
It's a lot of work though to drag her out and then just hang her by the tree. You could have just left her there.
Yeah. Did you need to do all that? Kind of angry.
But if
Melissa brought this up. That's what they sped this up because of so it wouldn't get an NC-17 rating, right? Like the speed up to her hanging from the tree.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we were supposed to see more of that, but we didn't.
Yeah, no, thank you. What I was saying was I would like to have had Stu, come back, and then he essentially what do you call it when you retry a case or whatever? I don't know. You post, whatever. He makes it basically a case that he has a good lawyer, and essentially that he's rehabilitated, and not only that, but you could play the victim card that he was a victim of bullying, and he was bullied. Yeah. Think about it. Hold on, think about it. Stu was essentially just following along to Billy because Billy was sort of the mastermind behind the whole thing. And Stu was just basically doing it in fear of Billy.
I mean, that's pretty much what he's doing it for.
Exactly.
He doesn't have the same motive.
Exactly. So what you do is he serves his time, and then he eventually is released. And then there's this whole big controversy sort of why he's released, and Sydney's is kind of upset, miffed about it, but whatever. And, and then what you could do is then the killings start happening again. And people start blaming Stu.
Yeah.
It's this whole sort of social issue is can people be rehabilitated because are bullying? Are they really rehabilitated? Are they are they to blame and stuff? And you can kind of interweave that into this sort of deal. And you know, and Stu can kind of play like the victim card, I'm trying. I don't know what I can do to prove to you that I did not mean to do this, and how sorry I am, and you can sort of play that out. I think it'd be cool to do, but that's just me. I just want to see Matthew Lillard on screen again, personally.
The man deserves a comeback.
Yeah. Him and Skeet Ulrich are like buddies. Like they do like the conventions together and stuff. They hang out. So if someone mysteriously dies and they're in town, you know why.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, good, Joe.
I was gonna say it's like when we met Jason David Frank and Sean Patrick Flannery. It's like they do the circuit together. I felt bad for Sean Patrick Flannery because he kept talking about like used to be him and Norman Reedus, and then Reedus took off with Walking Dead.
Yeah, they're working on Boondock Saints 3, I think.
Oh yeah,
I follow I follow the page on Facebook and like Instagram, whatever, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they're getting something going because all of a sudden it's active again, and they're just posting stuff, and yeah. So
if that's what Troy Duffy wants to do, then that's what he's gonna do.
Guys, Don't Fear the Reaper is playing here if you can hear it.
Yep.
So
a weird cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this sounds like 10 years ahead of its time, this cover. Like the soft, like dude acoustic guitarish person wasn't until like the early to mid 2000s. Now like here, that dude's clearly like oh yeah, like
You think so? I mean, I think that's as 90s as it get, like 90s coffee shop.
Yeah, like Wild Horses. That's an awesome song.
Wow.
Dude, I love that Wild Horses cover.
That actually creeps me out, that song.
The original or the cover?
No, the cover, Wild Horses.
What?
Ooh. Yeah. Isn't that
why?
Is that movie in Fear? Is that song in Fear when they're riding up the roller?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah. Freaky.
So, what? Wow. Freaky my behind. What are you talking about? That's a Reese Witherspoon. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's all I'll say to that. What is the name of the band who does that? What the hell? You guys remember?
I'm sorry.
The Sundays.
Oh.
The Sundays. Yep.
Joe, that seems like Joe Z. The Sundays just sounds like a band you would like. Even if you don't, it just sounds like a band you would like.
Check out the Sundays. I spell it like, Sundaes, like the Sundays. Whatever happened to Rose McGowan? She just fell off. Like
she
got
right? But not
she
as
is, but then she gets slapped with hard to work with.
Well, no, she was accusing people like Harvey Weinstein of being bad people, and she was right.
Okay.
Yeah.
She hasn't backed down from that, and that's why I think. Excuse me.
That's what got her on the list.
Yeah, she's on the list because of that. She called out some pretty prominent folk, and yeah, literally not backing down from those accusations.
Good for her.
Yeah. And who produced this film? The Weinsteins.
Yeah. How about that? That's like what same thing happened with Brendan Fraser.
Whoa. What was that?
So Brendan Fraser said some shit.
Yeah.
And got basically blacklisted, and now he's going to have a big comeback because he's going to star in the new Darren Aronofsky film.
It might be on my end.
I think it's called.
He is he going to be in a Scorsese movie too?
I think so. He's got a lot of stuff lined up.
Good. Guy deserves it. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but
You can tell someone's pretty humble when he did like that live stream, and someone said it's like everyone's people. How many people are rooting for you, and he cried.
Yeah.
So that's shows that being that humble, showing that humility. I think that counts for something.
Absolutely. That's what
So they'd be like, oh, well, thanks.
You all right there, Ed?
Now you guys are coming through like Transformers, and I don't know why. Am I coming through like a Transformer?
You
No.
look like a Transformer.
See, I couldn't even understand that. So I'm getting to that's what I'm
Oh,
hearing.
no.
So I'll try and hop out, hop back
I
in.
don't know what's
All right.
happening.
Dude, I haven't watched this one in a while. It's just like, I was joking about it. It's like, you can tell like they're, clearly not high school aged, but
No.
it's just crazy how young they look compared to what I think of when I think of them now.
Yeah, that can happen. He sliced and diced her. No one said you did.
The
Thanks,
local,
buddy. Huh?
the local boy, Jamie Kennedy.
Dude, I love this. I love that line. When it comes to this movie, though, yeah, they definitely look way older than they should be. But
Yeah, I mean, Jamie Kennedy's like 25 or 26
yeah, but Jamie Kennedy's
because he's
funny. That's what I want to say. Jamie Kennedy's a funny dude.
because Upper Darby's own Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, I like Jamie Kennedy a lot. He's funny.
And you can play his football team in ESPN NFL 2K5.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He would challenge you to a game. So he was the Upper Darby Cheesesteaks in ESPN NFL 2K5. When you entered the crib, you'd get a call from him, and he'd challenge you to a game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he? Is that the one with T.O. on it?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I still have that one. Dude, that game still holds up.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It's one of the best games like ever.
Yep.
You know who I want to interview at some point? Like, who does like the site location?
The site location. I was about to say, yeah, exactly.
Like, look at this. Like the house, like the hill, like it's like who's like, I got the place that'll be Sydney's home.
Who's watching this going like, I can relate to that.
Yeah. Was it like when we watched this when not on a stream, but me and Ed were watching I Know What You Did Last Summer, or I think when we did the I Know What You Did Last Summer episode, I was talking about them like look how sick some of these houses are, even when they're like trying to make some of them seem poor.
Yeah.
So
Now, Joe, we're getting these comments. The Sun Pod, I'm officially moving again, so the Sun Pod will be no more.
Hey, what?
Say it ain't so.
What?
Yeah.
You're moving. Doesn't mean the Sun Pod's got to go anywhere.
Yeah, come on.
Keep
you
it
gotta sync
mobile.
site.
Yeah, I don't. There's definitely something going on with the comments there. It's probably spam bots or something like that. But
Yeah, Shemesh.
Who's spam botting this broadcast?
an algorithm, a bot. I don't know.
Well, that just makes it creepier now, doesn't it? But back to the real comment from the Sun Pod. Maybe do you know the gentleman or lady's name?
Justin. Oh, yes, Justin. Yeah, I've
All
been on his podcast twice.
Mhm.
Justin, what's going on? If you
Actually, I think I listened to the one episode you did with him.
Yeah.
You did one like right after we did the streams before, right around the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh, yes.
yeah, we did the Halloween one, and then we did one on Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to know what's going on. Why the Sun Pod's going to be no more? Because you keep it mobile. Yeah, we got a good time on there. Does a good job. He just started it too. I think my episode, the Halloween one, was the first one.
Huh.
First one, yeah.
Nice.
Get your feet off the couch.
Did she ever feed on the couch?
She's
Get
got
her
her feet on the
feet
couch
on the
with the sneakers.
I mean,
I
seriously.
hate that.
This scene right here just makes me tired. This whole everything here. When she wakes up here, it makes me tired because I feel like this is like it just feels like I feel like I just woke up from a nap, which is exactly what the scene is, which is it's a job because that's exactly. Does anyone else not feel that way?
No, I do. This is just a classic. No, in a good way though. Like it's like, you know what? You know what the scene makes me think. To be perfectly honest, I hate passing out and then waking. Like if it's light out and I pass out and it's dark when I wake up, I hate that. It's very disorienting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you lost your whole day. The subtitles, Al Hoots.
Yeah. When we worked third shift, there was definitely some days where I felt like I just like didn't even see the sun. Like we were leaving as the sun was coming up, and then I would sleep and then like be out and about as the sun was going down.
Hate that. It's like you get like 3 hours worth of sunlight.
Yeah.
Justin said, "I'm
Yes.
just changing the name."
All right,
keep
cool.
the name. Why you keep what? Why?
He's moving somewhere where there's no sun.
Hey, if he only started in October, then that's okay to change branding now, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you got time.
Ooh, I wasn't.
But maybe
supposed to
you
drink.
should change your name to something with you, because you know, if you keep moving,
Yeah.
you know, my video went out again. God damn it.
Yeah.
She'd be like the Justin podcast.
I'm not ready.
You guys want to know who I originally thought this guy who did the voice was? You ever seen the movie Hackers?
Yeah.
Remember
No.
the guy? All right, the guy Matthew Lillard's in it too, huh? Ironically, the dude with the long black hair, about shoulder length, who had the beard, and he talked like this.
I know who you're talking about. Let's who that was.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I feel like he that was him, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's not. Damn. I just feel the Sunkist won't have the same buzz in Indiana, so just be on lookout. I remember at some point. Absolutely, yeah, dude, that'd be cool. They should. I agree with that. And then you can be a guest on their podcast.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And then the podcast can be a guest on their podcast, and all that stuff.
Cross branding.
Yes, that's what you got to do for sure.
Like we're doing right now.
Dude,
Just
Justin. What? Go ahead. Ed.
No. We need to record some podcasts. So absolutely. I mean, that could happen like now.
Do it to it, Lars. Justin, dude, you should pick a name that has to do with you, not the location, because you're broadcasting to the world, my brother, to the world, and you got a wide audience. Don't keep it local. When you put the podcast out there, it doesn't stop. Area code. You got to think something. Pick something for yourself. For yourself.
Nice try, Randy.
And Justin, if they don't respond in the can you respond? Can any of you? I don't think they can respond. That Red River Horror that's kind of one in the comments. That's like a double thing because we're like double.
Let me see.
Double logged in.
Hold up.
Yeah. Maybe you could do it on the laptop.
Hold up. Hey. Wait. Ready?
There you go. Oh, they're wrestling. They're wrestling.
You guys see that comment?
There you go.
Hey. So, Joe, go to your comments tab and then just select different take, and you're good.
Comments tab. Comments tab.
Now she's running up the steps. It's insulting. This is a good idea here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really lock it in. See, I don't know why I'd like reach my hand in with the knife. I'd be like, all right.
We'll have to figure that out later, because I can't. It's not giving me the same thing, but it's all right.
So, guys, you probably had
what's up?
What?
No, go ahead.
You probably had like AOL and such well before I did. I had like web TV.
Yeah,
Could you actually text or could you actually chat 911?
IP relay.
IP relay. Is that what she was doing?
No, I mean maybe that was like a old form. I don't think so.
Okay.
But Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, what kind of rinky
See, there's
dink?
the cell phone.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't watch that scene without thinking of a scary movie when he just drops everything out of the the phone, the knife.
It's like what we were saying. It's like why these are so good is because like look at everything they did, like how much it impacted just the culture around us. I mean, the parody of it's just as good. I love Scary Movie.
Yeah.
See, Justin, 100%, but Crimson Podcast has a deep meaning for me. Even yes, it just makes sense. But yes, I'm down to be on. But there you go. Yeah, you could do both. Both, yeah.
Yes. No. Just shoot us an email. I don't want to type the thing, but it's simple. redriverhorror@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
If I type it, then I feel like these non-fungible token bots are gonna storm my inbox.
I personally like Scream 1. I think my second favorite is Scream 4.
Joe D, we are simpatico, brother. One, for me, we'll just give away the punchline early. Scream 1, Scream 4, 2, then 3. And I still like 3. It just happens to be the one I like the least.
3's probably the worst.
It's the weakest of all of them, and that's only because of what, like, you know, you already mentioned the toned down parts of it, but it's just the most commercialized of all of them. Like, you had the soundtrack, didn't you, Joe?
I remember. I might have.
How could you not?
Is that the one with like Creed on it and stuff?
Yeah, Creed produced the whole thing.
Oh my
Creed
God.
has like Slipknot's on it, Dope, Orgy.
Oh yeah,
Seven Dust, Static X, Incubus. I mean, just every band, every band from that time that was hot.
I think every horror movie at that time around had the same soundtrack. Wasn't
except for Scream
2000, End of Days.
End of Days was another big one.
Dude, Scream 3 was a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Soundtrack was better than the movie. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
But you get like the Jay and Silent Bob cameo. It's like,
yeah.
It's that news chick, Connie fucking Chung.
Justin said, I want to do a podcast about the new Scream movie. We should all do one together.
I'm game.
Yeah.
So me and Joe Z have been trying to figure out a time to go to this. I don't know if we're gonna match up, but
if there's a will,
we could.
There's a way.
Joe D, are you going to see it in theaters or no?
Yeah, I might go by myself because
I like going to the theater by myself.
Yeah, because Melissa's she's afraid of the.
Not there yet.
Yeah, she doesn't want to, pick it up, and I'm just like.
I'm
afraid too, but yeah, I know. It's only a few people. As long if they're spaced out, I'm good. I'll be all right.
Joe, where you are, I bet you they're selling one seat every 10 spots. I think
dude, the more there's so many misconceptions. There's some things about California that are true, and that's another thing too. California is such a big state. It's like 3 states, so it's not like you can compare it to one.
Maybe even 4.
Same. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it stretches across the whole coast. I mean, essentially the whole border of like the 75% of the East Coast. So it's like there's a lot of coming from Philly. I'm telling you right now, there are things in California that's like, oh yeah, well, okay, that's true. But then there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, this is no different than anywhere else. It's literally the same. It's the same kind of people, same thing, the same blend. And so it's like. A bunch of hoopla.
It is what it is.
I feel like John Denver, the John Denver thing in the Dumb and Dumber.
You'll still
this is California. John Denver's full of shit, man. Like I felt like that. I was like, this is
now,
it's not like everybody's like, oh, what's up, man? Hey, recycle. No, everything's the same as everywhere else.
Now, Scream is set in California. Do they have masks with a hole for the straw for your concession?
Huh? Well, that's more like thoughts on the metal mask. That's what I thought you were talking about from Justin there. It's like I like it. I mean, it's a nice little shake up.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I can see there being another Scream movie. The metal mask, though, it's pretty damn cool looking for the quick second that we see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And does he have a
hopefully we
flamethrower
see
in that scene?
I thought I saw something. I didn't watch the trailer, but I thought I saw.
Oh, Joe, I always forget that about you. Jeez. I consumed every trailer.
Scream, I could probably watch the trailer because I don't think they'll reveal too much, but I didn't see it. Just because I don't know. I already made it that far. I watched the first trailer, and then I heard about the other ones at that, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm already sold on it. I don't need to watch a trailer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sold on it. I usually
wear this badge. Treat me like a man of the law.
I was cleaning my room.
I want Dewey redemption. I want him. This is what I think. I think these directors, the same directors as Ready or Not, by the way, which I love Ready or Not. Do you guys like Ready or Not?
Heard it was great. Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, and I keep getting told it's like you need to get on that.
You need to get on that. I own it. I own it. Right away when we watched it, I was like, well, I'm buying it. Like, I'm buying it. Like, it was so much fun. So much fun. But
noted.
I think I have a feeling they're going to take Dewey seriously in this one, which I can really appreciate. I feel like the other ones, especially the first one was bad, but the other ones, they kind of dance around it and sort of take them seriously, but then they don't. I feel like the fourth one kind of did, but I feel like this one's really going to do him justice, just personally.
At this point, I mean, kind of have to.
I'll send you a copy.
Like, how old? Like, it's been what? 25 years?
A long time.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think he's earned it.
A lot of new movies in the making. Did you see the trailer for the new Chainsaw? Yeah, that's another one. I'm gonna watch that one too. So it's another one where it's kind of like, like I'm gonna just watch it. What do you guys think?
Does not look like Nev Campbell. Well, it just doesn't look like her, right?
Did you guys see the new Chainsaw trailer?
That does not look like Nev Campbell.
I've seen a poster. I haven't seen the trailer
right there.
for it yet. When did it drop?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
It's gonna be on Netflix. It was supposed to be. A lot of people were worried because they thought that it was gonna be like a theater release, and then when Netflix bought the rights to it, they were freaking out. People were like, oh no. Like, oh, here we go. It's gonna be shitty, and it's like doesn't mean it's gonna be shitty. I mean, maybe, but because it went to streaming instead of like having a theater release.
That doesn't mean anything anymore. I
know they thought that the studio was sort of gave up on it, kind of like, well, you know what, it's not going to do a lot of money. So, I hope it's good. I always hope the new ones are good.
Hold on 1 second.
I always hope the new ones are good. I don't really go into them with like a negative mindset. Like I try to get my hopes too high, but I try not to get them too low.
Yeah, like nothing is going to be the original Texas Chainsaw. So if you just go into it and you're like, all right, fine. What was the good one? Was the beginning good, or the one with the chick from Seventh Heaven that everyone likes?
Jessica Biel.
Yes. Was that one good? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah. Those ones are all right, and then it kind of got a little wild and crazy kids, but
and then the beginning. Anyway. So is that Liev Schreiber right there?
Yeah, I mean, how about that? The foresight to have, like, it's either they knew that they were going to have a sequel, or they just got like, I don't know, because you don't put him in that role unless, like, I mean, he was not an established actor, but he was, right?
Yeah,
he was like kind of like them. He was a young star, right? You could have just put anybody in that role. Seriously, you could have had like Joe Schmo and put him in there, some extra, some random person. But he probably knew he had something. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to plant this here because I have a feeling we're going to go in this direction. There he is.
Whew, sorry about that.
All good.
We got a puppy here, and he was hitting his doorbells and nobody let him out. So then I saw him like bend his body a little bit like he was about to piss in the house. So I just got him just in time.
Tobias.
Just in the nick of time. What's up, buddy?
Let's see, Justin. Also, is it for real that a new Jeepers Creepers is being made? I've been seeing.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, yeah. Yep.
If not already ready to be released.
Is it? Wait, you think they made it already, or they haven't? Have they started?
I've been hearing a lot of things for Jeepers Creepers.
I never really got super into Jeepers Creepers. I'm not gonna lie.
It's one of the best first halves of a movie out there. I mean, the beginning's so good.
Which one I zoned out into the movie there. What are you guys talking about?
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers.
Oh,
Creepers.
yeah.
It's all right. I mean, yeah. I haven't seen it in so long. It's been so long. It's been so long. I feel like Titanic. It's been so long.
It's a shame. The creeper looks really cool.
Everything about it was cool until he sprouted wings.
Everything was cool about it until you heard about the director or the creator of the Jeepers.
Well,
Let's not talk about that.
let's not even bring that up.
Let's see.
Actually, there's a great piece at Red River Horror by Stacy Lane Wilson. I'm going to see if I can link it here. It's called like Horror and Woketopia, and it addresses some of those things. It was a good piece.
Oh, look at your doggy.
Oh, there's Toby, Tobias.
You know what? If you keep him on screen, we might get more viewers.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm kidding.
All right. I'm going to link this article here. Give me 1 second. This is a great article by Stacy about this very thing. Victor Salva, Harvey Weinstein, like all these bad people.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely check that out. Now, if these non-fungible token spam trolls, they're not going to start spamming in the comments, are they? Yeah, maybe.
Probably. I don't even know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Wasn't the cameraman in Scream? Wasn't he in Nightmare on Elm Street 1 or 3?
I think he had something to do with one of them.
Yeah, I think he was like a paramedic or ambulance driver, something. He was something.
Wes Craven threw him in.
Actually, there's a lot of people featured in this article. This was a great. Joe D, I recommend you check this out. The link I shared, if you can click it.
I can't click it in the comment section, but I can read it later though. Like, because it won't. I can go back and look at the chat, and then I can copy.
I just
and paste
took
it,
another sip,
but it won't do it.
So.
Right.
Yeah, no, he is effing cute. He's like a walking stuffed animal. That's the way it looks like right now.
My dad's watching. I think, yeah, that's the first time he's seen Toby.
Yeah. Well,
That's
bring him over.
name Tobias.
Yep.
That's awesome.
He made his appearance on camera.
What's his breed?
Toby is a golden doodle.
Oh, what now? A golden doodle?
The golden retriever poodle mix.
That's awesome. Do they really call them golden doodles, or you just make it up on your own?
No, that's what he's called.
That's a real thing. That's awesome.
Yeah. He's a Lancaster Farm reject.
What do you mean by that?
So, you know, the farms out here, the Amish people,
yeah,
they breed like designer dogs.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
They're animals.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And if there's anything wrong with it, they just toss them. So now there's like rescues that have like those links. So it's like he has like a little bit of a heart murmur.
Jeez.
So don't go thinking that the Amish are that pure. I mean, they know how to make a buck too.
I would make a joke about it, but I don't think they're going to be watching on here.
Nope.
Because they don't have, they don't do this sort of deal. Electricity.
I got a random question for Justin though. I was going to save this, but it's like no, because if I won't want to forget this question. It's like, so is Justin also out in California, moving back to Indiana?
Florida.
Oh,
he
Florida.
lived in. I think he's from Indiana. He moved to Florida, and then I think he's moving back. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure he'll explain in the
I'm
comments.
saying like Bloomington. How like when you move to like Florida, how many people ask like, "Oh, you have Bloomington? How far is that from Pawnee?"
Is that a movie reference?
It's a TV show reference.
What is the reference?
Parks and Rec.
Oh my god, dude! I've been wanting to watch. I've been wanting to watch that. I've heard it was so
You should.
good. Dude, shows and everybody. We can probably talk about this another. We probably have to do a whole episode on this. I like shows and like series, like Netflix series, but like shows, it takes me a lot to get into. Like I feel like it's a big commitment, especially if there's more than one season. Like if I'm just like watching the first season, if it's new, or if it's like one episode every week or whatever, I'm good. But when it's like, oh yeah, you should watch this show. Oh, cool. It's 8 seasons long. The fuck? 8 seasons? Like how am I ever gonna have to, because there's so many movies to watch. So I'm like, I don't know. And I guess the way my brain works, I don't know. I like that movie, that hour and a half, 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever. That's like a little pocket where I can sort of get into that world, get sucked in, and then not get like sort of. With me, it's like I watch a series and it's not that I don't get bored, but I watch it and I go, I kind of start craving something else. Like I'm like, okay, I watch a horror movie and I'm like, I kind of maybe a couple horror movies. I'm like, I want to watch like an indie movie or like a drama or something. I kind of want to get out of that. So I don't know. And what do you guys think? You guys prefer series or movies? Like shows or movies?
You know, tough call because it really depends on my mood. Like I like shows for more like background type things. Like while I'm doing something, I'll have the show on. And then movies is like when I want to actually like sit down and relax and really watch something.
Yeah.
Like most shows, I'll be like doing something else at the same time. Whereas a movie, I'll actually like sit and watch the movie for the most part.
Oh, Joe, is that what I mean? Ed, is that what you meant, by the way? But you say click on it, is that what you meant?
Yeah, you can click on that article.
Yeah. I thought you meant actually click on it to like open it up and view. I was like, what? I can't. I not letting me do that. But
if you want, so it's called horror. About that. Yeah, Horror Fans and Woketopia from 2019.
Woketopia sounds like a Disney movie. Well, let's see. Jeffrey Miller said, "LOL, he's made up his mind." Is that regarding the dog? I think that's kind of regarding the dog.
Yeah.
If not, let us know because that's true. Justin, and what's up, Jeffrey? What's going on? I don't think I've seen you in the chat yet. So what's going on?
It looks like there's not a lot of Parks and Rec fans in Florida.
There's a lot of Parks and Rec fans. I haven't been able to get into it.
Well, I'm saying specific. No one's asked Justin that. That's like first thing that would come out of my mouth if I was like, "Oh, from Indiana."
Oh yeah, yes, I'm from Indiana.
No, I wouldn't.
But... Now I'm going back. It's expensive to live here, and believe it or not, nobody asked me that when I moved out.
That's definitely something that would come out of my mouth though if I had like a couple beers in me.
Now,
how far are you from Pawnee?
Well, no. How about Justin? How about this? When you moved to Florida, how many people were like, oh, you're going to Florida? Oh, that's so nice. Where are you? Are you still gonna be like Disney World? Go to Disney World. Let me know. It's like you're nowhere even close, and it's like I'm not. I'm like 3 hours away from Disney World, but okay. There's like people I swear who like when I said I was coming out to Cali, they're like, oh, you're gonna like you said like Hollywood. I was like Hollywood. Well, that's like 5 hour drive. I ain't nowhere near there. What are you talking about? There's like no sense of like
the actual geography. Yeah.
Joe D, are there scary spiders where you are?
I've seen a couple. Yeah, nothing crazy, but I've seen a couple.
You just get the better weather.
Snakes too, spiders, snakes. I haven't seen a lot of snakes, knock on wood, but like out into the like when we went on like hikes and stuff. I've seen a couple, and there's always signs, be careful of rattlesnakes. So, yeah. But other than that, and the weather is like
you can get like mild year round.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't get too hot because it's kind of like it's not like humid, it's kind of thin, but no matter how hot it gets, it doesn't feel like it's like suffocating, which is good. And then when in the wintertime, it just kind of gets like fall. It kind of rains a little bit, but that's it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it just kind of goes between those two seasons. So we kind of miss real fall. We kind of got a little bit of it, and we kind of miss winter, and we got like spring and summer year round. That's nice.
Hey.
No kidding. I thought Disney and Miami are next to each other. Dude, so many people. I guarantee you, if you were to take like a poll or survey and just not a survey, just ask people like randomly, they would think that. They really do. It's like, you're from Pennsylvania, so like, like you go to like where are you from? Philadelphia. Oh, okay, so like that's nice. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. I'm like, no, Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is.
Now we're from where we're at though. We're like Philly's like the East Coast is a little more. We're a little more spoiled because like I shoot down to Baltimore once or twice a year. I mean that's less than 2 hour drive. Like DC's a little under 3 hours. New York's under 2 hours. I mean New York you don't even have to drive. Like you know, you can take one of the buses for cheap, or you can take a train. Like it's only 100 miles away, so it's really like.
Yeah,
compared to a lot of things, it's crazy.
Condensed and compact. But wait, Justin, every effing day I get. I knew it. I knew it. I'm like 5 hours from Disney World. Never plan on it. Oh my god. I'm like 30 minutes out of Miami. Not the case at all, dude. I knew it.
Yeah. I did that drive. I drove. My wife and I drove from Sarasota to Key West.
Ooh.
And that was a haul. It was a lot of driving because 3 hours to Miami and then another 3 hours from Miami to
West Craven.
Key West.
That's
right.
Key West.
But it's one of the most beautiful drives
he already
I've ever
passed.
done. Once you get away from Miami, you just start jumping key to key.
I bet. Oh my god! Well, I had an opportunity to go to a wedding in Key West. My buddy from college. I know it was. I was supposed to go, and
there he is.
Worth every penny. So much fun. Wearing his Freddy sweater.
Yeah, it's just funny. Shit. Did you call me? We gotta watch that My Soul to Take again. I have to see that.
I want to give it another shot. You guys, I haven't seen it. Actually, I should give it another shot. I haven't seen it, so I haven't given it any shot. I haven't watched that at all.
Saw it in 3D. It was way expensive, and if I remember correctly, it wasn't good.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
But I gotta watch that again.
He's had some. All right. I don't know if anybody in the chat is fans of We Watched a Movie. Their YouTube channel. They got a good channel.
Yeah.
And I like their stuff, but they do this thing called Friday Night. Oh, hello, there's Ghosty Facey.
He's killing the fun. Now, did just real quick to interrupt? Did anybody think it was the Fonz up to this point?
No,
I think there was hints at almost everybody. So yeah, I thought it could have been. Yeah, they were hinting at it. Oh, look at the old stereo. Look at that. And then
I remember doing that.
Yep.
Just my house wasn't that big.
They have like an hour to go for that CD, and then you gotta go change it again. Unless it's like a 5 CD.
It's gotta be a 5 CD change.
Oh, dude. What's the movie? It's what's the movie? If you're referring to the movie they told earlier, it was called My Soul to Take, a Wes Craven movie, right? 2000s kind of movie, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's called, right? My Soul to Take.
My Soul to Take.
Yeah, but what I was saying was that We Watched a Movie is a YouTube channel, and they do a lot of cool stuff. But one of the things that they do is they do Friday night fights every now and then. And I don't know if it's every week, but they do this thing where they have like a live stream, and they I would love to do it, but I don't want to rip off their ideas. I can't do it. But it's basically where they have two things that they essentially they'll do, like Stallone versus Schwarzenegger. They'll have whatever, and they'll just compare the Halloween movies to Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever, and they'll go and they'll have like one versus the other, and then people in the chat can vote for who they want, and you just kind of like to see what people think, and whatever, right? And one of the things that they had was Carpenter versus Craven, Friday night fights, and they kind of matched them up as best they could, and put like what's their main movie versus the other main movie, or sequel versus whatever, or late 90s versus late 90s. And somehow, now I don't know how this, in their little pocket, their big pocket of fans, barely Craven edged out Carpenter.
What decade?
All of them. I mean, they put like each movie up. Again, it's a weird way that they do it, but I mean, it works in a way. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I
Halloween
understand the matchup, but I don't think it's really a fair matchup.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Like Wes Craven, what has he done that's not horror?
That's exactly my point. That was exactly my point. Yeah,
because like he's never done anything as cool as like Escape from New York. Like, would you consider Escape from New York a horror movie?
No. And
but it's awesome.
Yeah, Escape from New York, Escape from LA, Big Trouble in Little China. You know, there's just so many different Starman. He has this like all these different genres he goes after. Whereas Craven only did that. I think he did one. Didn't he do one movie that was like a drama, and that's it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he did. I swear. I'll have to look it up. He said, Jeffrey said, nice way to know your audience. Are you being sarcastic or is that legit? I was because if it is, I would say because it was at the comment earlier about what's the movie, because I swear that you're talking about My Soul to Take. Mr. Kayazo, yes, Josie, Key West is ethanol. Yeah. John, hands down, has had better movies. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John Carpenter was. Oh, there's my dog. Let me mute for a second. She doesn't shut up.
One of the things that makes like these first two Scream movie, like Jamie Kennedy's character, is like he is the self-awareness of the movie. Yes. Like it's like this underlying thing in the movie, like, and it's in 3 too, but it's not Jamie Kennedy. Like it's like 2's when they introduce Stab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like doing that. It's like it's its own movie, but underneath they just keep it, you know, there's the self-awareness to it that kind of is, you know, it's not quite breaking like the fourth wall, but kind of is, isn't it?
Kind of
like,
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to me, the biggest mistake of the franchise, I believe, is killing off
Jamie Kennedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To me, it's like, and what's her face in Scream 4? Hayden Panettiere's character. God, I love Hayden Panettiere. I'm that is a big time crush of mine. She is
your tone when smitten.
Yeah, I'm smitten with Hayden Panettiere is, and she's cool too in that movie. And I know she's only playing a role, so I can't really say like her personality. But good lord, like she's like she knows all the horror movies in it, and she's awesome. And then when that scene happened where she got the twist thing happened, where it's like you fucker, are you kidding me?
That's why they did it, Joe. That's what gets you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give you something that's awesome and take it away from you.
You know what? I like that though, because you can't. Why back off? Like there's always a thing where there's a character you like, blah, and they might like tease it that they're gonna die, and then they end up surviving. Nah, go all in.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's exceptions. There's exceptions. To me, Jamie Kennedy is one. Hayden Panettiere and Scream 4 is the other. Too good. But we can go about that all day about horror movies just killing characters off way too quick.
It happens.
Justin said, no way John hands down has that. Yes. And Mr. Kaiser said, Mr. C said, Wes Craven, really? John Carpenter is second to Hitchcock. There are no. Yep. I would agree to that. Yes. I mean, people were even blown away in the chat. I mean, again, now the guys that we watched the movie they didn't vote on this, and they were kind of surprised. Actually, it's two guys, and Mike is more of a Halloween fan, and Jay loves Halloween too, but he really likes Craven's movies. So he kind of was expecting Craven to sort of like they weren't trying to pick. They are Halloween fanatics, but it was interesting to see, and it was shocking in the comments. And when people were voting afterwards, it was just like, wow. But it wasn't, again, it's not a legit thing. It's just for fun. and again, it was just like their audience, I guess. You know, but
What, like, I mean, what's the more fair matchup between the two? Like, it would have to be. I think you'd have to do like Halloween versus like Last House on the Left.
that's
or do
the
you
thing.
do Nightmare? Like,
It all
where
depends.
does it come down to?
It all depends. That's the thing. They matched it up as far as like as best they could, comparing like similar movies to whatever, and they did a pretty good job of it. But yeah, it was tough. It was tough to sort of because it's like, ooh, that movie was ranked up against that, and I think Scream may have went up against the Thing. I think, and Nightmare on Elm Street went up against Halloween. I'll have to go and watch it again and look at the Thing because they try to do it as best they could. And again, it's just for fun. So they even say they're like, because people were pissed off in the comments and it happens all the time. And they're like, this is just for fun. And we're not even voting here. It's like, it's all you guys. If you guys don't want to, and they would have people in the comments, like, like admins of the thing, they would have them count. But yeah, it was kind of like, is Mike the guy who wears Michael's face? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We watched the movie. Okay. That's why he said, way to know your audience. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mike is the one who wears Michael's mask, and Jay is Dr. Loomis when they do their little skits. I love them. It's so funny. And Mr. Kayazo, if you ever get a chance, go check out We Watched the Movie and their channel and watch their Michael and Loomis skits. It's hysterical. Just imagine a buddy comedy with Michael and Loomis, where Loomis has to sort of take care of Michael. He doesn't want to, but he has to. And he's like, God damn it, Michael, put the pancakes down. No, you can't go out and kill people. Put the knife down, God damn it. You smell like onions. It's so damn funny. Oh, my God. And the mask that they use, and Mike's so funny. It's funny stuff. But yeah, long story short, yeah, the Carpenter vs. Craven thing was actually, it was fun. But they do a bunch of different franchises. So, yeah. I mean, and it's really tough to tell because you have to match up movie to movie, but still fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, it's just a tough comparison because, like, I don't know. I still feel like Wes Craven's kind of a one-trick pony where it's like he does horror movies.
Yeah, that's his thing. But I guess that's what
does so much more.
I think that's what they were doing. They were doing like it was Carpenter versus Craven, who's the master of horror. That's what it was. So it was like you pick who's the master of horror, and it was like, I still think Carpenter wins personally. I think Carpenter's a better director.
Yeah, I mean he does. Like he's definitely. I don't know if you broke down like their involvement in the production of the movie, he probably does a little more because he does all the music too.
Oh yeah. Sometimes he writes the script. Well, Craven writes the script pretty much every time, right? I
think so.
Yeah.
Or at least he used to. I mean,
he was a English major, I think, at some point, wasn't he? Or I don't know.
You know what? Honestly, I've never done a deep dig into Wes Craven other than knowing stuff he's made.
I think if not, it was something where he studied something, but he knows how to.
That chick from Top Story.
Mr. C said, "Will do." Yeah, have fun with that. They're a good time. I can recommend a couple to you that I like because there's some good channels out there. If you really some, have kind of worn out their welcome, but some are good.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly how we structured this similar to what they do, right? I mean,
in a way,
because when you first brought it to me, you're like, I was like, I don't know, how are we going to do it? Are we going to have like the movie playing on like a screen? And you're like, nah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Because then we'd end up getting muted.
Yeah, it's getting to the point. I mean, the commentaries, it's getting to the point now where I think the commentaries are going to start like probably being not live like anymore. And because of the fact that it's hard to keep up with the chat and still do the commentary and have a conversation. Whereas if you just have them off a live stream, you can actually focus on the movie and sort of poke fun at it and talk about it and whatever. But when it comes to a live stream, you can just basically have a discussion. And that's probably where I don't know about you guys, but where I'm going to go with it at some, I was trying to get my feet wet, get comfortable in there, with the live streams. But they do the same thing. They don't do live stream commentaries as much as they used to.
Right.
But they do a lot of live streams, like usually conversation and discussion. There's Ed.
He's back.
Hey guys.
Hey, buddy.
Oof.
Let's see, Jeffrey. Yeah, I think their channel is booming too because they used to have no filter. yeah, no filter whatsoever. They for better or for worse, put it that way. They say some stuff you're just like, that's hilarious, and they say some stuff you're like, that no, I disagree. But they don't hide Mike and Jay, which is why they're good fun. They're a good time.
Is this an actual like copycat?
What?
My wife just sent me something that is a real life event. So it's called Murder of Cassie Jo Stoddard, which took place in 2006, and this an actual murder that the murderers mimicked Scream, where it was inspired by Scream. Oof.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Mrs. C, pass them on. I need to release it. Yeah, dude. I'm a big fan of. We watched the movie. I like Drum Dums a lot. I think he's Drum Dums is he's a good dude, and I talked with him on Facebook a couple times. He's a good dude, and he's actually smart when it comes to horror movies. He has a good head on his shoulders. Don't always agree with him, but he's a good talker. He's good to listen to. He makes a lot of sense. I also like Wolfman's Got Nards. He's
That's a
one.
good name.
Yeah, from oh god, I love the movie. What's the movie? What's the movie I'm thinking of, Joe? What is it? It's on the blank.
Sorry, I was watching this. Rose McGowan just throwing those beer bottles.
Oh yeah,
at Goph's face. I'm like,
and
wait,
that Marco Beltrami.
She's got a cannon.
That's an H2O. Go ahead.
Oh my. Well, that's another. Oh, this whole soundtrack's an H2O.
Yeah.
Wolfman's Got Nards. Is Monster Squad. That's right. It's one of my favorite movies. Jimmy Champagne's another one. I'll list them. Jimmy Champagne's another good channel. Dave McRae is pretty good, but he's okay.
Oh,
I'll send them to you, Mr. C.
So if she only went through both arms first, she would have fit. Just did like a.
I'll just slip right in here. No one will notice. How do you explain that?
Say a prayer for the Utes of America. Utes. Whatever.
Whatever.
Now this house is going to play a part into the new movie, right?
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Is this Stu's house?
I think I saw it in the trailer. Oh, it is Stu's house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, is Stu going to be back
at his parents' house?
Well, you've seen
25 years later.
In the trailer, you see it. They're there. Like there's a couple of scenes where they're in front of the house. Well, at least it looks like Stu's house. So I didn't realize it was Stu's house. I don't know why. I just didn't think of it. But
what do you call it? You could Airbnb that this past year too. There was like 3 opportunities to Airbnb Stu's house.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I would Airbnb that. I mean, no, I'd Airbnb Sydney's house. I mean, look, just
yes, with the mountainous backdrop.
You're a mountainous backdrop.
Actually,
what? I didn't hear
my
you.
house now has a mountainous backdrop.
No, what? What? He was like a mountainous backdrop. I was like, "You're a mountainous backdrop." It didn't make any sense, but it just sounded funny.
Wait, so Joe D, you're in Cali. Is this Northern or Southern California? Is this Northern? Scream.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I know it looks like it could be like in the outskirts of the bay, like further up, but it looks, I don't know. has to be in like a spring, like right after winter, because it looks too green to be Cali. Cali's usually like the grass is like, gold, like it's dried out because it doesn't rain. So
Right.
But when it does rain, it rains in the wintertime, and then it get a good amount of it, and then it doesn't rain for like forever. So it's green for a little bit of time. It's right after that rainfall, a little bit. It's green, and then a couple weeks later, it's no. But
how they get all that? How they grow all them grapes?
Because of the dry soil, I think that's exactly.
Is that
why
the key? The dry soil up in.
That's why. Yeah, pretty sure.
I know nothing about growing grapes. So.
Joe likes some grapes.
I do.
You know where that's from, right?
What is that?
Chappelle Show. Remember, he's like playing Prince, and he's like, "Joe likes some grapes."
Every time, I always think of the pancakes.
Yo, yeah, that's right. Bitches. Sorry, I'm not focusing on the movie as much.
That's okay.
Because I have it mute because I'm hearing it in the other. We're hearing it in the other thing, so I muted it so I can still kind of hear it. But Melissa loves this movie, like you guys. She loves it. She can watch it all the time, and
this is the let's lose my virginity scene.
Yeah, which is another bullshit thing. Is like that's all started based on what Halloween, and it was just Carpenter never really did that. Nobody did that,
Yeah.
They just made it up. Hey, Mama Dukes is in here.
Scary Movie does it. I think Scary Movie does it better.
Hi, Mrs. D'Angelo.
Oh, I put my last name out there. Oh, snap. That's the first time someone puts my. It's cool. I don't know.
Joe D, I
share stuff
on the podcast.
Yeah, that's right. If you're part of the group, you can see it.
Yeah.
I never actually did it on the channel though, but it doesn't matter. I don't really care. I wasn't refraining on doing it. I was just.
If you didn't do it now, at some point, someone would find out.
Yeah. Secret's out, man.
Yeah.
You've been unmasked and scream.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody knows Binging with Babish's real name.
And they're all watching too.
It's Andrew.
Huh? Andrew
Ray. Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank.
That's the Binging with Babish guy. He kept his name under wraps for a long time, and then you just get big enough, and boom, someone finds your name.
Are you going to go back and edit it out?
No. It ain't that serious.
All right.
No. I just was pointing out something funny just because I was like, I didn't do it. So like, I was just sort of like, just because it never came up, I didn't really include it because I didn't need to yet. But when you said it, I was like, in my head, I was like, it's the first time you actually said it on the channel.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here are the rules.
A great shot in the back too on the TV.
Big no.
Yeah, you're talking about like comparing like Craven and Carpenter. It's like this is a Craven movie with a Carpenter movie on in the background, so things must have been pretty amicable between the two.
Yep, and the little the nods to Evil Dead and Nightmare on Elm Street. Those were cool too.
Big no.
Yeah. You know what? Eddie used to quote the camera guy all the time. What is it? 30-second delay.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. I was thinking of that. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that. I just remember doing it all the time. Like we just be doing something. Like we playing a video game or something. Like you have to like get up. I don't know. 30 seconds away.
Mama Duke said, "Hi there, Joe and Ed." She said, "What's up?"
Hi, Mr. D'Angelo. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah.
Jeez, everyone's parents jumping on. I should call my.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm all cool. I'm cool with it. Hey, the more the merrier.
And Joe Z, for some reason, I don't know why, even as a youngster, like Kenny getting killed, like made me laugh, like the 30-second delay, and then turns around and like,
What? Why does
It-
it make you laugh?
It used
I
to make
don't
it. He would
know.
he would like go like on the floor, gut busting, laughing. That scene. It's coming up.
You're one of my boys, Ed. You're one of my boys, but that's some odd sense of humor right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I always thought it was sad. He's just like because it's kind of the way it happens, and then he starts like sort of like almost like it sounds like he's kind of almost choking up a little bit. Well, he is choking up but it almost sounds like he's crying a little bit. I get it. Like I think it's kind of sad.
I don't know why, but Joe, you remember that 30-second delay? I used to quote that all the time, and then crack up.
30-second.
I don't know how you can watch that scene and laugh. You're cruel, Ed.
Well, you think it's gonna happen, and it doesn't.
Nope.
What the
That's
what do they call it?
He's like the
obligatory
tit scene.
Yeah. Now this is a great talk about meta movie in a movie. They have the movie on the screen and that music playing when this happens. That's to me was perfect. It's so good. That Halloween song. Oh. Mr. C, tell me I raised him. Oh, it's funny.
Wait.
Oh,
Whoa.
No, maybe that's why Jay and Silent Bob were in Scream 3. Did you see what was on top of the VCR? It's the first time I've ever seen that.
No.
Clerks is
Wow.
the box is on top of
Well,
the
it's
VCR.
the same production company too.
Ah.
Ooh.
There you go, Eddie.
It's coming.
How do you find is that an inside joke?
No, it's not.
Is that an inside joke? Between
No.
you just think 30-second delay and that all right. I feel like
This is crazy. It's like how far into Friends was she at this point either? Like
96, not far.
Oh,
2 or
just
3
started?
seasons.
yeah.
There's the WCW World Champ, David freaking Arquette.
Dave, did you see his documentary?
no.
No.
What? You haven't seen it?
Is
About
it just
what?
about him, or does it cover like his whole family stuff
My
too?
God, you guys need to watch it. I think it's on Hulu.
The Arquettes are pretty privileged, right?
I mean,
There's something.
not privileged, but their parents kind of grew up in like a thing and like a they were in like a little I don't know how to say I don't know. I don't want to misquote anything. You just look up Wikipedia where they grew up. They kind of grew up in a sort of a strange sort of situation. But he made a documentary where he essentially it's called "You Cannot Kill David Arquette." It's so good.
Nice.
It basically he starts independent wrestling. Like you didn't hear about this?
No.
He was doing death matches and everything. Yeah, dude. Like he was hardcore in it. Like David Arquette, the actor, was like legit on the road, indie wrestling, backyard wrestling. He was
like before he got any gigs, or
no, this was recent. The documentary came out in 2020.
huh?
And he did it.
I'm surprised. Like my one buddy's still really into wrestling. Didn't tell me about that.
I saw an interview with him from this press tour for Scream, like this most recent. He sounds pretty rough.
What essentially the documentary is about is it's a combination of things. It's about the wrestling thing, but it's also about something else, because the wrestling thing, what happened was that was more of a WCW promo thing for their movie than anything. But the fans took it as such an insult, and they really backlashed against him for winning the championship. They thought it was so disrespectful for him to win the belt. And he got so much shit from the fans. and it really wasn't his fault. Like literally was just to promote the movie pretty much. But he was getting in there taking bumps.
Yeah.
And he was really getting shit on, and people were like, blah blah blah. Basically, like he was an embarrassment to wrestling. He was an embarrassment to WCW. That's when WCW went to start to go downhill. And what they go through in the movie, when they talk about in the movie, is they talk about the fact that like this is kind of a thing with David Arquette that happened. Like when he first came up, David Arquette was supposed to be like, remember look at the front cover of the Scream, this front cover with all of them on the front. It's supposed to be like the young, hip, new, upcoming young 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Skeet Ulrich on the cover, and they were all on the front cover, right? Drew Barrymore and David Arquette was on there because he was considered to be like a part of that class of like young actors. And he wasn't just goofy comedies. He was doing like real stuff, like real drama. And like, because he came up, if you look at his roles before Scream, David Arquette's roles were pretty serious. And then once he did Scream, every role from there on out was goofy. So they talk about that so it's not only the wrestling thing, they dive into sort of like what happened to him in Hollywood too, where he started to get typecasted. And he was just like getting no respect from whether it was Hollywood or whether it was wrestling. And it's a documentary where it kind of follows around, and he's just hell bent on getting the indie wrestling circuit and the fans to respect him.
Well, I mean,
it's awesome. It's really good.
Okay. I mean, that's one thing about Scream. I mean, hey, it's a horror movie, so you don't expect it. But I do think the acting is overall pretty bad.
In this movie?
Yeah.
I mean...
give an example.
Oh, like David Arquette's entire existence in the movie. Like, just the way... It's just not good.
Oh, Joe, I'll let you go first before I go.
Are we specifically just talking about David Arquette? Or are you talking about the rest?
We can. I'm talking broadly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what? I don't know. It's kind of a hard gig because there's a lot of screaming and non-natural things people would do.
Yeah.
In these situations.
Yeah.
So.
And I love David Arquette. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Ready to Rumble fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
that's
the movie you're gone.
That's the movie they were promoting when he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was the WCW movie. So to promote the movie, he was in a pay-per-view and he won the belt on a fluke. It was just supposed to be fun and kind of promote Ready to Rumble, and the fans just completely went apeshit. Yeah, I don't think the acting is super bad. I think it's in the spots that's over the top. I feel like it's tongue in cheek.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So
to
go back to the podcast.
Let's look at the behind you.
Yeah, like I was under the impression that Jamie Kennedy died there, but then when I saw the movie, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Here we come. Here we go. Kenny.
And he's sleeping too.
Wait.
I thought this is well done, though. I actually like this because they're watching it on the screen, and then it's like 30 seconds. It's like you don't realize it's like, oh.
And he's genuinely worried.
Oh yeah, that's why when it happens, like he almost starts crying. It kind of upset. I don't like it. I like it in a way because it has an effect. I don't know how you laugh at it because I think it's kind of sad.
There it is. 30-second delay. Eddie's favorite.
Where's it coming up? Right here. Yeah, he's almost like, yeah, this is kind of sad.
I know.
How are you laughing at that? My God. Joe, what do you say about that? I said the acting that seems a little over the top. I think it was done I think it's more to be tongue in cheek because it's sort of like a meta movie. So
it is. I mean, at least that's the vibe.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's bad acting. I think it's meant to be. If there is bad acting, like Ed, how you're saying there are people in it who are like kind of like over the top a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm trying to say that I think those moments are supposed to be over the top for that reason because they are tongue in cheek.
Right.
I think that's just my personal opinion.
Sure.
Well, you want to
watch like I mean, do it like
get stabbed.
Wait here.
Or like
I mean,
the part
how do
where
you take
that
seriously?
Yeah. Remember the part earlier when he was like, "Hello." Remember that part? If he
Yeah.
picked up the phone, "Hello." Yeah, like that part. These parts right here, where he's like all scared and everything, he's like kind of acting goofy. Yeah, I feel
No.
like they're kind of like a wink, wink, not nudge, nudge kind of deal.
Now Roger Jackson, the voice is incredible all throughout this.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was the dude from Hackers. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know. Oh, the music playing at the same scene was great. I love the fact that they had the Halloween music, and the movie is playing in the. That's brilliant to me.
See, like, here's the thing, though. It's like, are you gonna give it like that character that much of a hard time when it's like he's kind of like nobody really takes him serious as a cop, and it's just like, well, why doesn't anybody take him serious as a cop? He's got a badge, and it's like, well, he kind of acts like a doofus. Like,
Yeah, no. Plus, I mean, I think Scary Movie. I think Scary Movie put on screen what I was thinking, except for the end.
Yeah,
I was cleaning my room. Need to vacuum my room.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that movie. I don't know. I'm all for him being like just goofy, sort of the character that he's playing. But that's the thing; it's supposed to be like almost like a Usual Suspects kind of deal, like
Yeah.
kind of like you're because it's supposed to be the unassuming, like you're not. I guess that was supposed to be the deal. Like if you're gonna implement sort of everyone and have them have a motive. Dewey doesn't have a motive, so the reason why you wouldn't think it's him is because he's so innocent, but maybe that's why he does it, because he is so he's sort of not taken seriously.
Yeah.
So that could be his motive when this movie first came out. If you're watching it for the first time without sort of like, like if you watch this, if you forget that you've ever seen it before and you go into it just sort of with a clear mindset, like almost everybody has a motive.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, as he said, everybody's a suspect.
Right.
Or at least not a motive. I'm sorry.
Everybody's a suspect.
Yeah, everybody's a suspect. You could think it's anyone.
Yeah. Which runs into that meme being very accurate on Scream the Scooby-Doo of horror movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is. And they take the mask off and everything is like, whoop, whoop.
I knew it was you all along.
And after this point, it could still be Dewey because it happened off screen.
Right.
And anything that happens off screen,
fair game.
Yep.
Now, did Hayden Panettiere live in 4? Because, like,
that's right. You were off when we talked about that.
I don't think she survived, but you never know. Maybe
it implies that she doesn't. But
know.
She's not as famous as she was then.
No.
So maybe she is back. Maybe she could be.
She's famous with me.
Joe D is just smitten.
I am smitten over Hayden Panettiere, especially that she is awesome in that movie. She's just not only is she attractive, but she's like just cool. And like I said earlier, I know that it's just a character. I know this, but I can't help it because
she was the little girl in Remember the Titans, right?
I try not to think about that.
I
try not to think about that. Just like Danielle Harris, I try not to think about that she was in Halloween 4 and 5. I forget about that for a minute because if you see Danielle Harris now, she's very attractive. She's got a podcast with what's her face, Scout Taylor Scout.
Yeah.
Compton. I think she just goes by Scout.
Alternate
Compton.
Universe Jamie.
Yes, and they're like it's called like I forget, but it's basically like horror and but on like the front cover of the podcast they're like in like lingerie. It's my kind of thing.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, go follow on Instagram. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's like, good Lord.
We'll track them down. They'll have to come on.
God bless. Yeah. If you do, I'll be jelly, super jelly.
Eddie can pull it off.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Danielle Harris and Scout Compton. They have a podcast together now.
Oh.
And I was just saying how I tried to because he was talking about Hayden Panettiere being little. Remember the Titans? I said same thing with Danielle Harris. Like I try to forget that she's in Halloween 4 and 5. She was like little, Jamie Lloyd. I mean, but like she she's attracted now. And I was saying, like, she's had that podcast with Scott Compton. If you see the pictures they put out for the podcast, they promote like the cover of it and everything, and it's just they're basically in lingerie, and it's awesome.
All right.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Very cool.
I'm gonna find out what it's called. I think she just goes by Scout Compton. Oh, it's called Talk Scary to Me. Talk Scary to Me. Oh my Lord.
Where's your headset? Oh.
I'm sending you guys the link. Oh, I'll put it in the chat. I don't care.
Yeah, share it to everyone.
Well, it's not the podcast, but it's just like an article about the podcast. But you'll see like the cover. Now they did lingerie shoots, but that's like you'll see them. It's like an 80s sort of vibe. But
it's like an 80s look to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, this is a big reveal. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is my favorite.
Deep, feel a little woozy.
This is my favorite part of the movie. Every part of this movie that's my favorite is literally Matthew Lillard. That's what it is. Hate to be predictable, but he literally has every line. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booga. Dun, dun, dun. See, that's like when you only hear Cotton's name here. Like you don't even see Liev Schreiber in the.
You walked away during that scene.
That's right. You see him on the TV. That's right.
Yeah.
And then he's a character in Scream
Which is
2.
crazy. That
100% Cotton.
That has to be like you got to be able to like he must have known Wes Craven. He had to have known he had like just a surefire winner on his hands. Like this is going to get a sequel, no doubt.
I mean, you got to go for it no matter what, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of everybody in the starring cast, pretty big name at the time when this came out.
Yeah, but you're this thing is you're gonna have a guy like that play a role that literally that small, and you're gonna because he didn't need to show him on screen.
Well, he wasn't anybody yet.
That's what I was gonna ask Eddie. Was he even? He was around their age, but was he even thought up to be like a young star at the time, or was Liev Schreiber just sort of like not like even anybody?
No, but he had that voice. So, funny note, local note, he actually did a lot of narration work for NFL films.
Yeah.
Around that time.
You can hear. Oh yeah, I've heard his voice even do commercials and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, but he wasn't like Hollywood star.
Remember in Scream 2 when he's like, no, Sid. Remember they're talking. He's like, what's the Barbara? What's the host name again? Barbara Walters, Sid.
Oh, Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer, that's it. Yeah.
Sid, it's Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer. Sid, I think I'm being pretty fair here.
Oh. So now I heard that Stu came up with this plan to frame the dad.
I guess we'll never know.
Well, yeah. Put the cell phone in the.
Like the game? Oh, wait, maybe that's it. He just said, I thought of that. Maybe that's the thing he thought of. He was The shooting the head thing?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So it's like, why wouldn't you kill her first before you start gutting each other? Oh, that's right, because he's going to cheat him.
Would you guys watch an R-rated Home Alone remake where Uncle
Sure.
Frank and Buzz die?
Are those just your two most hated characters?
I'm just thinking, like, if they get eviscerated, would that be like?
Why?
I don't know.
There
Right.
is a Home Alone remake in a way. It's actually pretty good. Have you guys seen Ready or Not? Not Ready or Not. I'm sorry. Better Watch Out. Better Watch Out.
No.
What?
Mm.
Go.
It's hard for me
go-
to mix the Christmas and the horror. I think we've talked about that. It's hard.
We didn't talk about that.
No, we did on our podcast how once like you get into like the holidays, like post Halloween, how are you at watching scary movies? It's like, is your drive still there, or does it start to die off? Like,
I still like it.
yeah.
Look,
Some people don't though.
he just keeps going to town on Stu.
Billy's a maniac. Dude, Billy is a maniac. You could tell he was the maestro behind this whole thing. You could really tell. Even Stu says, he goes, peer pressure, I'm far too sensitive. It's all Billy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear.
But he's a psychopath.
Did you really call the police?
What?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Dude, go watch Better Watch Out. It's an interest. It's a pretty cool take. It's like Home Alone in a way, but you just gotta watch it. It's not like a horror movie. It's a horror action thriller, but not what you're expecting, and in the best way. Who's got the really loud TV?
Might be me.
It's not bad. It's all right.
The reporter left her dead in the news van.
I don't mind mixing horror with Christmas.
Finds the gun. Where's your
I mean, listen to the music, Nutcracker music and everything, and all that sort of stuff. It's very horror-esque. Krampus. I love Stu's
Krampus is
little,
fun.
huh? I love Stu's little look back. That's one of my favorite things. When he looks back at him, one of my favorite things. Yeah, man. When she says I like that ending, and he just goes, it's so subtle in the background, but it's one of my favorite parts. It's just typical Stu. It's so great. He just goes like, who asked you? You don't like Krampus, Ed? You don't like Krampus? You don't like 30 Days of Night? You don't like
Krampus is fine.
Krampus is fun.
Yeah, no, there's something wrong with him. I just can't get into the mood.
Are you like super Christmassy?
No,
Really?
not super Christmassy.
Interesting.
Although I do still have my
You have a lot of traditions around the holiday, though,
Yeah.
that take away from it. So,
Yeah.
like take away from like the horror aspect, like
Some people really like Christmas is a big deal. Like Melissa's like that. She's like, she starts getting Christmas movies. She's like just a whole thing of Christmas movies. Katie Boo, hey Katie.
that's a
Long
smidge
time no
late.
see. Long time no see. It's all right. We started late. I had a lot of issues on my end with my computer, and it was so we were all good.
Yeah.
And you're also gonna get a double whammy with these messages here.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, that's from me. It's just Katie. I'm just giving you a heads up. It's gonna be a double message.
See, it's like such like weird, like odd time for like something to laugh at.
I know.
Or whatever. I mean,
Why doesn't anybody talk about that as being humor that's out of place? They don't.
I think we might have brought that up
Really?
in when we did that episode. Our most recent pod episode is what does Scream mean to you? And like at least what I'm thinking, it's like it's like our generation's franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like one of the things that brought up was like how how it's got like just a mix of everything. So it has like the random humor, it has the meta part of it. And it's just overall fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's a good time.
But can we? I know I sound like I'm repeating myself here, but if Stu isn't in this movie is complete. Like him and Jamie Kennedy, like to me, they're so important to this movie.
Yeah.
Because if you don't make this fun, this is have a completely different tone.
No.
He could survive this. This doesn't mean that he's.
I mean, he's bleeding out.
Yeah.
He's getting electrocuted pretty good in the face.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I just don't think it's a good idea if he's a character in one that's coming out 25 years. It's like 25 years ago, I got gutted, and then a TV hit me. And
I think if it's established that he's in jail, or if it's just whatever, and he gets, I think you could make it work. I think you could. I've seen worse in horror movies. He's so angry. Where is all this rage coming from? Ow! Ow!
Face it, she's no Sharon Stone.
Ooh, Katie got to see a 25th anniversary cinema screening of Scream. Wow, how was that?
That's awesome.
What was the best part? What was the best part that benefited from being in a movie theater with the movie? Katie, because I don't remember. We were too young at the time. We couldn't watch this in the theater.
Mm-mm.
So I'm wondering what part benefited the most. Because there were certain parts where I saw Alien in the theater. There were certain parts of that were just like, oh.
Joe, who was your go-to to like when you were younger? How would you see like an R-rated movie?
Oh,
Like,
I don't think
we all had like that one friend, which is like either had an older sibling or it's just somebody who like there was a way.
I was the oldest, so the person that was my way out. Oh, never mind. Dead. My cousin, Melissa, she used to babysit us, and every now and then she just would have just a movie on, because when you're a teenager and stuff like that, you don't care. You just want to watch it's like if I'm, watching my nephew or my niece, like I'll watch movies that I like, I'll be careful, but there's sometimes where they kind of sneak in there. So that was my,
this
one,
though,
Nightmare on Elm Street, everything.
This one, I think I was probably like 11 or 12. I don't know. I just remember it's like I had to see it at all costs. I had to wait till it came out on video too.
You rent it, and it used to be. Didn't some of them had like a plastic, like a rubber, plastic clear sleeve, and you used to squeeze the sides, and it used to fall through? Remember them?
That was Hollywood Videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their sleeves were like that.
Kept it in there.
The Sharon Stone hand gesture, everyone broke. That's awesome.
All right. Wait. Yeah. All right, guys.
One more last jump scare.
Got it in.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Scream. I like Scream. Go ahead.
No, well, gentlemen, that was fun. It was good. Classic in anticipation for the latest.
I know it's good. I've heard it's. Have you guys heard? I heard it's going to be good, and I know it's going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm probably going to end up liking it.
Yeah. And you guys haven't seen Ready or Not yet, but when you do, you will see why for sure.
Okay.
Go watch it now. You have a couple days till Scream 5 comes out. Watch it.
Give it a shot.
You won't regret it.
Hold on,
You
I have
won't
to
regret
plug
it.
in. I'll make sure.
We're on the cusp, actually. The Thursday screening of Scream 5. Like, so it pretty much comes out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, are you? But you guys aren't going to be able to see it tomorrow, are you?
I don't think so. I was toying with the notion of it, but I don't
Oh,
believe
that's right. It does come out tomorrow night, right?
Scream tomorrow night.
Yeah.
It does, yeah,
okay.
7 p.m.
Okay. I thought I was
Yep.
kept on thinking Friday, but yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? I may stay on just for a couple minutes after you guys
Okay.
get off, just to see if Katie's still around and whatnot, just before I go, because I haven't been on in a while. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie's got the early morning, like, you know.
Yeah.
Joe. Yeah, Joe. If you want to stick around, I don't know if you're tired or not. If you want to stick around, you can too. Totally up to you.
Morning drive in Philly, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few hours away. So thanks to everyone who watched.
Yeah.
The whole D family, Big Ed, Katie for checking in, the Sun Pod, Justin, who we have to talk with Justin and the two Joes here on the Red Horror podcast about the new Scream film. So
and Jeffrey
it's
Miller,
gonna be Toby, Joe Z,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Miller too. Jeffrey Miller's he's a
Jeffrey.
first time being on here.
No, thank you guys. I hope you had fun watching along with us, and I hope to be doing this a lot more with you fine gents in 2022.
For show. For show.
So I'm gonna sign off, everyone.
I'm gonna stay on though. I'm gonna stay on. If you guys get off, I'm gonna stay on. If anybody else is in the chat, I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes.
All right.
Do we have anybody in the chat that
We got six people watching now.
want to weigh in?
Yeah.
I don't know where. All of a sudden we were heading out, and all of a sudden people just jumped in. I don't know what the hell just happened. It was like, they're leaving, so they're done now.
We didn't thank
All right, good night,
the
guys.
Russian bots that
All
made
right.
appearance.
Later, Ed.
Bye, Ed.
But yeah, all of a sudden we were like closing out, and all of a sudden it was like the numbers was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, whoa, where are people coming from? But Ed's laptop's still in the damn thing.
Is it?
His laptop's still in the feed.
Is it just closed?
No, it's off to the side. It's not on screen right now. People who are watching can't see this, but
You gotta
behind
be
the
careful.
scenes,
He will just like drop his pants and start walking upstairs.
if he does,
if he even has pants on.
I don't know how you take them off. Is there a way to take them? Because I don't want to see that. I don't want it.
know.
There he is. Okay, he's done. All right. Because I was like, oh God, please, no. But yeah, I know you're a big fan of Scream. I like Scream.
Yeah,
I apologize. I wasn't talking more about the movie when we were watching it. Just
it's all good.
I've seen it so many times myself, and just between my friends growing up, everybody watched it all a bunch of times, and then Melissa just watches it. She just loves them, like especially around like getting close to like Halloween. She'll just watch like all of them just in succession.
You know what? I don't know how to put it. There's certain movies that when I watch them, like even though it's like, you know, we're talking and doing this, like even if I watch that without anything else, it's one of those movies that I like enough where like it just always goes by fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, you know, you can tell like that's how I know I really like something, is if it just kind of flies by. Like if it starts to drag, then it's like, okay, like it's obviously not keeping my interest.
Yeah. What's a not to keep you on super long, because I don't know if you're heading out or not, but what is a movie that like drags for you, that you give an example?
And it's kind of like one of my issues with Halloween 2018.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those like I don't know. It just didn't. Something didn't click.
Interesting.
And you know, it just happens with certain. I find it happening like more often the older I get with anything new. But
yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I think that's kind of natural,
standard. I
yeah.
guess. I was going to ask about that. Do you think age is playing a part into that? And if so, why? If so, why?
I don't know why, but I think it is. But then, you know what? It's like I really like the new Ghostbusters, and it's like I think if it was me like 10 years ago, I probably would have hated it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How
So I'm like
come?
trying to figure. I don't know. Well, because it was like kind of cheesy, but I enjoyed it. It was like my kind of cheese.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. I thought it was great.
I thought I really thought they did a good job of keeping the same sort of formula with the new Ghostbusters, but they made it almost completely different. Like if you notice, everything was almost they had the same sort of familiar things, but just the way it kind of played out like a dark sci-fi kind of deal, and like almost like a dark sci-fi Goonies,
Yeah.
uh, which I enjoyed. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but all those little things at the end, so worth it.
Yeah. That and I've already seen the new Spider-Man twice.
Oh, twice?
Yeah.
Really? And if they
So
both,
and that's a long one, and that's another one that goes by real quick
oh my God,
for
yeah,
me. I loved it.
that was
I may even go thrice.
that your favorite Spider-Man?
Is it my favorite?
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I
Or
mean,
is it the best one? You
might
would
be the
say.
best one, but like the first two with Toby are just always going to be special because there wasn't anything like that before. Like we had the 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 cartoon that we grew up with was incredible.
Yeah.
Like you could rewatch that. The story's pretty deep,
Hmm.
and then you get to that. There weren't, you gotta remember that was like the first superhero movie, like a return to good superhero movies after the nonsense that was like the Joel Schumacher Batmans.
Oh God, yeah,
You know?
yeah. It just got too goofy.
Yeah.
But I like the two Batmans because Burton's direction. He's a little too dark for me. He's always dark, except for Big Fish, which I love. You seen
I
Big
love Big
Fish?
Fish. Yeah,
Oh,
it's one of my favorite movies.
oh, it's so good. It's exact. I think it might be my favorite Tim Burton movie personally. But it's almost like they were almost like a little too weird, the Batman movies. But then,
Yeah.
just for me, for me, like almost. But then again, like you're saying, like it was at a point in time where like superhero movies were like goofy. They were like Superman, and they were just very campy. So that was like the first real step in that direction, which was like real, like this is like being taken seriously.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then Spider-Man took it into a whole nother level.
yeah. So like the Burton Batman's like he was taking them to a different level because I think the Frank Miller style comics were still in press. Like I know there was like that was around the same time as like the noir style Batman was going to. So it was like almost like getting away from like the Adam West and just like really shocking people.
Yeah.
And mission accomplished.
Yeah. Oh,
Because like
absolutely.
they're not horror movies, but I tell you what, there's scenes in the both of those that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer are all, you can give them all the credit to that.
Yeah.
Even Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken's totally creepy in the second one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a certain imagery that you see too. I mean, even with like where it's like they're in an alley and when hey, a kid and whatever, like whatever, and that sort of like with a long pistol. It's just like sort of really creepy stuff. The way kind of Burton sets it up.
The Mirror.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And then apparently there is a cut of Batman Forever that is a darker cut.
Supposedly, I've heard that.
Yeah, Schumacher is really he's been pushing apparently before before this whole like
Yeah.
Zack Snyder thing happened. Like for years he's been trying to get his cut out there. Same thing with I think David Ayer is his name of Suicide Squad.
He can do whatever he wants. That's such a pile of shit. I don't like.
I hated that movie.
Someone was telling me that they're like, oh, it gives like Jared Leto's Joker some kind of like no. Let's just stop.
I don't know about his actual cut, but I will say this: I may not do a live stream for it, but I may do a commentary for the theatrical cut of David Ayer's Suicide Squad because I fucking hated that movie with a passion.
Yeah, and it came out with like so much hype.
Yeah.
So much hype. And it was just
All the promotional stuff, all the advertising.
Yeah.
Oh, the humor was so bad. Oh, the one-liners and stuff.
Yeah. It wasn't good. And that was actually one of the first times I think I ever got anything for a promo, because it was doing a different podcast and blog at the time.
Mm.
And yeah, I think it was through Loot Crate. Sent me some extra stuff
Oh, okay.
to like talk about, and I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. So I'm like, I'm all about it. And then it was kind of like, I don't want these items. I don't want anything I don't want anything to do with this.
I remember we walked by, we saw it like when it came out, it was like no, and then it came. I finally rented it out and watched it. I was like, that was a waste of money. And I was like, I own every DC and Marvel movie, and because I collect them, and that one I'm like, no, I don't. I the only way. But I was like, I'm a completion. I'd like to complete my collection. So I'm like, I gotta own it at some point. But I was like, I refuse to pay more than. Yeah. So I remember I was seeing it like $10. I was like, no. And even like I see it for like $5. I'm like, I was still like, I don't think so. If I see it for $3, maybe. Oh shit.
I think you could probably find a pretty cheap copy to add to your collection, and probably unopened too.
It's getting there. It's goddamn. Was it bad? Yeah. So I may do a commentary for that, just for that, because it's just oh my lord, I can't even. I'm just.
The newer one wasn't. That's okay.
Yeah,
it was better.
I liked it a lot. I know you didn't like it as much as I did, but I know you. I know.
Well, I'm gonna watch Peacemaker. Yeah.
Dude, he was
have to. He kind of stole the show.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, which is interesting because it's like a wrestler that I really like. I didn't watch wrestling when he was like at his peak of wrestling, and I always thought it was corny. Like,
really?
Well, because he did he had like the spinner belt.
Well, it's interesting with John Cena. John Cena, when he first came up, he was such a good idea and a good heel. He started off as a heel, like he kind of debuted and he was just kind of bland, and then he wasn't, and then all this it was like regular. It's like he just had like little tights on or whatever.
They actually like how Stone Cold, came up. Okay,
he was going to make like a Marine type deal, like he had the crew cut and everything, but he didn't really have like a persona. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what made him do it, but he all of a sudden start doing the thugonomics and all that sort of stuff and everything. And I can't see, but he was a heel. And people hated him, but he was so funny. Like he would come out and rap about other wrestlers, and he would rhyme. And the way he used to bust on people and do promos, it was gold, like legit funny stuff. You can look up some of his best stuff, and it was good. And he became such a heel, but a likable heel because he was funny that people actually started liking him, and he started getting popular. And then because they're smart or slick, they turned him face because they were like, all right, well, because I think they already have plans too. Yeah. Like Randy Orton, they always want him to be like the star and everything, but he actually wasn't just he didn't look it, he didn't act it. He, like The Rock, he was it. He is a star in himself. He just the way he kind of goes about himself. So then he started playing the baby face, and then that's when people started turning.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say every movie I've seen him in has been more fun than most movies I've seen The Rock in. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Rock seems he's just so bland.
It's getting a little tired. The Rock. You've seen The Rock. Rock's great.
Sure.
But the roles he's being put in, it just seems to be the same. There's a meme out there that has a screenshot of him in 4 different movies, and it literally says, "These are all the same movie," and they are. They're all the same movie. He looks all the same. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. These are all 4 different movies, and they're like Jumanji 1, Jumanji 2, The Breakdown, and like something else. And it's like Fast and Furious. He's always wearing a tan shirt. He's got the bald head. He's sweating, and it's like this. It's like literally the same thing. And I guess when you have a big star like that, like a bona fide just like moneymaker, I mean, it's like you're going to make money. So you're going to put him in a lot of similar roles. But I like to see him try something different every now and then. Just do. I know he doesn't have to. Just do something small. Do an indie movie or something like that, just to kind of show your acting chops.
Yeah, he's just making money.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Can't
Uh,
blame him.
Yeah,
I'm more
Kate,
interested in what Katie said here. Can you
yeah,
read
Kate.
that
I was
real
gonna say,
quick?
Kate. Yeah, one of my favorite films is the. Oh yes, the Burbs. Because the Burbs are when the Arrow Blue. Oh yeah, because she's from London. No, she's UK, so they have Arrow Video over there. I think we got it. We can get it over here too, but I don't know if they'll play. I don't know if they're Region A or Region B.
Dude, the extra 75% of a different film. I mean, that sounds.
Wait,
That's a lot.
Arrow Blue.
That sounds dope.
A print copy of the film, and so it was a different. What?
Yeah, I want to get my hands on that.
Really?
Yeah, let me see.
Of the Burbs? I want to Google that. I didn't even know that. Is that? I feel like that meme, that kid. Is this real life? Like, I want to
Yeah.
know. Like, wow, I love the Burbs. I think it's so much.
That's next live stream.
Yes, dude, I love the Burbs. It's such a fun movie.
Oh, that's a gem.
Oh, it's just like a fun neighborhoody.
Oh man, I used to do like these weird I don't know, just like pick somebody. And it's like I'm gonna do this whole era. So I did like '80s Hanks, just to say it's like yeah, I've seen everything he did before Philadelphia, before he started doing Big, before he started doing like drama stuff.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
those too, but it's just like kind of weird, like knowing who he is and just seeing like if you've ever seen like Bachelor Party.
Oh yeah. He's done some. Yeah.
The Money Pit.
Mm-hmm. He's just. I mean, he can play. He's pretty versatile. Range, man, range.
It's the name of the game.
Yeah. It's a different score, tons of different scenes, and different ending.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
okay.
amazing.
I'm sold.
In.
You had me at Burbs.
Yeah.
But you had me at the Burbs, and then everything else, and then I was on there. It's been cleaned up to the best standard for sound, and it's rough, but it's rough for an absolute gem. So is that on the US versions? Is there a US version with the Burbs in it, or is it only for Arrow Video?
So what is Arrow Video?
It's essentially like Scream Factory, kind of.
So this is a streaming platform?
Well, no. It's a production. It's like a distribution, DVD distribution. You know how Scream Factory makes Blu-rays and
okay,
I think you know how we have the what you call collection. I forget what it's called, but essentially they do a lot of indie films. They're called like I don't know. I'll send you it later, but it's like the something collection. A lot of Noah Baumbach films and stuff like that. Like they make stuff for here in the US, but the Criteria collection.
Okay.
The Criteria collection makes Blu-ray. It's kind of like that. Arrow makes specific versions. They have pretty cool covers, but I think they're only Region B. I don't think they're Region A. So I don't think they'll play over here unless you have like a, all region player, which I think PS4 might be, or PS3, PS4, PS5.
It could be. Very well could be.
But the Burbs,
there's definitely, I mean, you can definitely watch the alternate ending just about anywhere, but if you want to get that full, let's just see what I can find, but I'd have to do like some actual digging. So
yeah,
I can send that to you at another time.
Yes, because I know people like live streams, but I don't think they want to see us searching stuff on Google.
No.
Review The Burbs Director's Cut. Alternate version, The Burbs, IMDb. Here we go, yeah. Normal, domestic, and international. The second available is the alternate ending on the DVD version. Okay. Follows the path of Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look this up. Yeah, like I said, we got to do some digging because that's news to me. And if it's only international, I'm gonna be pissed.
There's a will, there's a way, Joe.
Yeah, I found it by chance, as there's several different releases, and this one is the only one with any extras. I knew there was an alt cut as the trailer on DVD. Trailer I had extra scenes I'd never seen. Oh, the trailer. Okay, that makes sense now. Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. But yeah, why not? Why not? We'll do that one. We'll do that next.
Yeah, well, we will talk about it for sure, because I want to talk about it more because as much as, like I said before, as much as I like doing the live stream movie commentaries, I think we'll talk about more.
Okay.
And everybody watching right now, you guys can actually maybe listen to this too. I think the discussions or like debates or like stuff like that is like the past couple of minutes where we've been talking. I think it's more engaging and more. I think people like listening to that more, and it's almost like a podcast in itself a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about more because it's tough to do a commentary while doing a live stream because you're trying to do like 3 different things at once.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay to do every now and then. But I've noticed that it's cool to do a live stream with a commentary, but it's when you can do a commentary just on your own without actually having to live stream it, it's a way more focused, and you can actually focus on the movie.
Sure.
And then when you do a live stream discussion, you can actually focus on the discussion like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So
makes sense, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Well, on that note, I got to jump off.
Yeah, you're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. Katie, I will. Are you on Facebook yet? Again, she had to delete her account. She got like hacked.
That sucks.
Yeah. So if you're not, I don't know, get on Instagram or something and message because I want to stay in contact with you when it's not in the chat. The only time we were able to talk before was the YouTube chat when we do live streams. And after that, it's like I wouldn't be able to hear from her at all.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, or comment on my last post or something like that on YouTube. Something. Let me know where you are because I don't know what's going on. I lose you once we end this live stream. So
put up your email.
Yeah, I think
everybody has email.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I got to change it though because I had it as the channel, and apparently you're not supposed to really put your channels. One, I think, because you can get it hacked. So they say put a different one. So make one for the channel, and then make one as your actual one that you put out there. Yeah, that's what I heard. Because if you get hacked and you have to get your channel gets hacked and something happens and you have to delete your channel,
everything's done. So
yeah,
that sucks. Definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah, not back yet. As the messenger was hacked and they got my the messenger was
God damn.
I hope my messenger didn't get hacked. Shit,
that'd be bad.
Or well, comment, Katie, comment on like my last video or my last post on YouTube, and then we'll chit chat. We'll talk. All right. And because I want to keep in contact with you, see what's going on, or make a new Facebook profile or something. Get on there so we can talk, or Instagram. You gotta have Instagram, something.
There's something.
All right. Yeah.
All
you gotta get to bed. It's late over there.
Yep. All right, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
It has. And everybody who hung out, Katie, thank you for hanging out. I know it's a little later, but thank you for hanging out.
Yes,
I appreciate you coming out. And Mr. C, everybody who came and hung out was a good time. And thanks for coming up with the idea because I think it was Joe's idea.
It was.
Yeah.
Last minute, I was like, let's do it.
Let's just talk. Let's just watch Scream until it. Let's do it. And then Scream 5 Thursday, Friday. So
yep.
Good times. All right, y'all. 3:41. Wow. UK 3:41 a.m.
6 hours on me. So
good God.
All right, Joe.
All right, message me with Katie.
Good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
Katie. All right, Joe. Night, everybody. Peace. I'm still on. Katie, comment on something. We'll keep talking. I'll trim this spot later. But yeah, get on. You got to be on Instagram, right, Katie? Something? I'll wait for your response. Because every time we talk on Facebook, it was good. And then you disappeared. And it's like, now I have not heard from you. I have not talked to you since you got off. We'll do almost. Okay. Honestly, I have yet to set up my Twitter. I know that sounds crazy. To me, it's just like, that's a whole nother, I already get distracted by everything. So if I get on Twitter, I'm never like, I can't, there's just too many apps. There's too many social media, but I know I have to for the channel. So my brother was like, dude, seriously? You want to Twitter? I was like, I downloaded the app. I was going to set it up. I never did. So, do you have an Instagram? If you don't, I put my books on there on Twitter. Nice. Oh, you got books. That's right. You did. I think you mentioned that before that you You wrote books. Well, do you have night Mama Dukes? I'll talk to you tomorrow. No Instagram? Thanks for hanging out, Mom. And tell Brian, Caitlin, and Mikey I said good night. If they're still up, they're probably not. Love you, Mom. There you go. No Instagram. All right. Well, how about this? Either my last video I put up, or the live stream right now. I don't know if it's going to be uploaded or not. Go to the Nightmare on Elm Street video and maybe go to there, or the last post that I made. I think I made a post recently, a couple weeks ago on YouTube. Go on there and then comment something. If you go to the page and maybe go to community, and then my last post is on there. It's about my 2-year anniversary. I don't know. We'll talk on there because it's been a minute, Katie. And we miss you over there. It's like there's a group of people who were all engaging in the group. Love you too, Mom. There's a bunch of people that were engaging in the group on Facebook, and then you had to dip out because you got hacked, which sucks. And then I think Elizabeth unfortunately got sick. I just messaged her about getting sick. I was checking in on her, make sure she's all right. And I think she responded, but it's weird how the messengers acts. Like for my page, it doesn't really show notifications right away. I'll drop a comment down there you go. Cool. All right, and we'll talk. Definitely talk. All right, everybody. Everybody here later is all hanging out. Thank you for hanging out tonight. And Katie, everybody who's still checking in. Katie, I'll keep in touch with you. Good night, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.